Hi, this is Coach Tom from the Ultimate Black Belt Test. I also happen to be the head of the martial arts association called the New Way Network. And my latest endeavor, of course, is the BJ Penn Live Like a Champion project, which you can see at bjpenn.com. This commercial was brought to you by bjpenn.com. I was going to start this video off by saying, you're not as dumb as dirt, are you? But that wouldn't be a nice thing to say, so I'm not going to say that. I'm going to expect you to be intelligent enough and wise enough to pay attention to something that's happening right under your nose. The very thing that you're paying your hard-earned cash for in the New Way Network or the UBBT, the very thing you hoped, you know, the nugget. You're walking along in the desert, you click something up, it's a nugget about that big. It just happened today. It happened, and you may not recognize it at first because it looks like fool's gold, but nah, it's real gold. And that is Brian Williams' video on his getting 2,000 people to walk barefoot for a mile so that he can send the 5,000 shoes that he's already collected to Kenya and accompany them. Great press for the martial arts. You tell me anybody who's doing anything any more positive than that. He's offering to get you involved, gives you a chance to talk about your school in a different way. But there's something else going on here that might even be more valuable than the campaign that Brian is talking about, that I insist that you get involved with if there is any way possible. That is, look at Brian Williams. You know how long I've waited for that egg to hatch? He was poking fun of me saying that, you know, he started with me when he was 4, is a long time ago. Well, you know how long, Brian, I've been waiting for you to get your stuff together so you could do this kind of stuff? Man, you talk about patience. Well, we want Brian to be an influence on other kids just a little younger than Brian, or even Brian's age, or heck, even a little bit older. We want to nurture in our students not just the ability to kick some heavy booty, but to be able to initiate ideas that are profound, that are adventurous, that are risky, that have the opportunity to have a big payoff, and that speak in action about to what it is that we really think is the martial arts are about. Now, Brian is a capable martial artist. He can go out there and mix it up. You might have seen him in the show Final Fu on MTV. Boy, that was a real stinker, wasn't it? And he's a capable martial artist, but to see him initiate ideas like this, to see him step up as a leader, as a speaker, as a thinker, as a motivator. Now, I don't expect you, Mr. UBBT, Black Belt New Way Network, Master Instructor, 400 years of experience, to do everything. In fact, in this case, it might be best for you to step aside and use the information you get from us. Use the whole movement. It's not just, well, what have they given me this month? It's, what are we trying to do? You don't want your parents going, well, what have you done for me lately? You got to look around your school and say, can you see what we're doing here? How we bring this family together? How we coach and nurture the kids to have a belief in themselves? How we try to get them to go out into the world and exercise what we're practicing on the mat? That's what we're doing on a grand scale. Yeah, you might not have got the ad of the month from me, or you might have missed a month of my emails because you're bored out of your silly mind. That's not nice. Don't say those things, Tom. But the point here is that you got to look at what we're doing as a whole and be as good a student as you want your students to be. So look at Brian Williams, because you want the kids around your school, those rare kids who have this ability to exercise their martial arts out of the dojo and into the world. You want them hanging out with people like Brian. Of course, they may need some medicine after a while, but it doesn't matter. It's a good thing for them to be around. And the people you hang out with are more important to your self-defense, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, than any of these stupid kicks and punches we've been practicing all our life. There's probably one of you right now calling to complain. Oh, that's the wife. She must have known I was talking bad about some of my students. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I want you to look carefully at what Brian Williams did. It's nice to be able to hang out with you, especially when you don't say anything. It's just how I like to talk. And I'm sincere. These things, don't let them pass you by. Don't wait for that stupid box to come in the mail so that you can, you know, be force-fed the latest, blandest, most generic garbage. Look right here, right now, because I'm telling you what, this boy, Brian Williams, this young man, is feeding you not only good material for your school that can give you a unique selling proposition and make you feel the way you want to feel as a master teacher, but he can train people all around you to do the same thing he's doing. And you should be looking at that. When I see him, I don't think of you. I think of all the young men and women who are underneath you, who could become powerhouses for you, and that you could give the gift of empowerment to them and teach them how to take their ideas and work them like black belts. And that's what Brian Williams is doing. So you go, Brian. And all of you UBBT people and all you New Way Network people and anybody who happens to be unlucky enough to watch this video all the way through, get on it, because we can do a lot better as martial artists, and I don't want to be embarrassed when I introduce the martial arts to people. I want to be able to have this huge project portfolio of things that you guys are doing that speak so loudly that we hardly need to say a word. All right, talk to you soon. Thanks.